In last class, we have discussed about hydrogen production technologies. Today, we shall discuss about hydrogen energy storage. Okay, now production is over. Okay, next is storage. What are the types of hydrogen energy storage? You can observe the figure there. Here it is gaseous, liquid type, and solid type. Okay, it can be stored in three ways: as a compressed gas in high pressure tanks, and liquefied by pressuring and cooling, and solid by either absorbing or reacting with metals or chemical compounds. So one by one we shall discuss. Okay, how hydrogen is stored? There are two types, that is physical based and material based. In physical based, compressed gas, cold compressed, liquid H2, and again in material based there are different types. Okay, adsorbent, liquid organic, interstitial and hydride, complex hydride, chemical hydrogen. There are different methods to store the hydrogen. Okay, first compressed gas and liquid hydrogen storage. In this, hydrogen has a very high energy content by weight, and it has very low energy content by volume. Similar sized liquid hydrogen tanks. Similar sized liquid hydrogen tanks. Compressed gas and liquid similar size. Okay, liquid hydrogen tanks can store more hydrogen than compressed gas tanks, but it takes a energy to liquefy hydrogen. They are saying that similar sized tanks, hydrogen tanks, can store more hydrogen than compressed gas tanks, but here it takes energy to liquefy the hydrogen. Next, tank insulation required. For example, if we are using to storage, that is hydrogen storage, tank means tank insulation required to prevent hydrogen loss. That to avoid that hydrogen loss, to prevent that, we increase the weight, volume, and cost of liquid hydrogen tank also increased here. This is about compressed gas and liquid hydrogen storage. Material based storage. You can observe the figure, that is adsorption and absorption. Adsorption is surface, on the surface. Okay. Absorption means in the surface, in the circle. Okay. Or in the metal. You can see that it can be stored on the surface of solid, that is adsorption process, or within the solid, that is absorption process. By seeing the diagram only you can understand picture. Adsorption means surface of the solid, absorption means within the solid. In adsorption process, hydrogen attaches to the surface of the material either as a hydrogen molecule or hydrogen atoms. In absorption process, hydrogen molecules dissociate into hydrogen atoms that are incorporated into the solid lattice framework. This is absorption. In material based storage, you remember the picture so that you will understand easily. Okay, on the surface, on the surface and within the solid. Okay, next, methods of hydrogen energy storage. First is a compression. Hydrogen can be compressed into containers or underground reservoirs. And next is the energy density and efficiency is low, and energy required for the compression is a major drawback. Energy is required for the compression here. Okay, that is a major drawback. And liquefied hydrogen. Hydrogen can be liquefied by pressuring and cooling. Energy density is improved. It is still 4 times less than the conventional petrol. This is compression and liquefied hydrogen. Next is a metal hydrides. You already interstitial hydride and complex hydride, chemical hydrogen. These are material based. So material based storage. Metal hydrides, here certain materials absorb molecular hydrogen such as nanostructured carbons and clatterite hydrate. And carbon based absorption, and that is carbon based absorption, can achieve higher energy densities, but it has a higher cost and even lesser demonstration. That is about metal hydrides. Here, some materials, scientists are investigating several different kinds of materials, including metal hydrides, absorbent materials, and chemical hydrides. We have discussed that. Here, still research is going on. Each storage technique is the early stages of the development, and hence there is no optimum method. There is no method at present with research is being carried out on that storage technologies. Okay, how to store that hydrogen. This is about metal hydrides. Uses of hydrogen. Most hydrogen used to produce ammonia, that is NH3, in the Haber process. Also used to produce methanol. Here you can observe the car will also, by using hydrogen, they will run the car. That is about. Next, hydrogen. From input, what are the inputs it is taking? You can observe here fossil fuels. From fossil fuels, it will take energy, and from natural energy, that is sun and wind. Okay, from these two, it is taking electricity, and also byproducts from steel mills, chemical plants, etc., and from biomass. From these all energy sources, it is taking energy and hydrogen, that is to the input. And what about output? Fuel cells. One second. Okay, fuel cells, that will fuel cells, the output is electricity, offices, homes and trains, urban transportation, fuel cells, vehicles. Hydrogen is used in hydrogen is used for office, homes, trains, and also fuel cell vehicles. Next, applications. At home sector, fuel cells are ideal for residential zones, silent operation, no moving parts, provide reliable. Uses of hydrogen, that is at working sector, fuel cells can be used to power up office buildings. No need of backup power generators, as a fuel cell power does not rely on transmission lines. Uses, you can observe here, most hydrogen is used to crude and that is the oil. Okay, hydrogen will create a clean electricity and stores energy from renewables. Hydrogen makes fertilizer, consumer products and food more stable. Hydrogen has been used for more than 90 years with an excellent safety record. Here, hydrogen can, that is extreme heat and cold, help manufacture electronics, metal and gases. Okay, next glass. Next, hydrogen binds molecules together in a chemical and that is paramedicine. Okay, here there are different types and different applications. Okay, in different sectors they have used the hydrogen. And also transport and industrial sector. I have already told the train symbol was there. You can observe train and urban transportation, fuel cell vehicles. Okay, that is what fuel cells can power cars, your buses, aeroplanes, cell phones, laptops and more. Okay, etc. It can replace conventional power generators such as combustion engines or even large batteries in cars, submarines, etc. These are the transport and industrial sector. Okay. at home sector and also at working sector and also at the transportation and industrial sector and also in medical side and also for agriculture purpose. Okay. Next is the advantages of hydrogen. Till now we have discussed about how to introduction about hydrogen and what are the technologies for production hydrogen and how to store it and what are the use of it and applications, and next finally advantages and disadvantages we are reading. Advantages of hydrogen energy is first is uncoupling of primary energy source and utilization. It is easier to store than to store electricity. Instead of storing, we cannot store electricity. Okay, so it is easier to store here when you compare with the hydrogen, when you compare with the other energy sources. So it is easier to store than to store electricity. It can be obtained from any primary energy source, including renewable energy source. Decentralized production is possible. Hydrogen is viewed as a capable of providing services where electricity is not available. Where electricity is not available, at that situation it can be used in particular as a fuel for vehicles and energy storage in remote areas. Where very efficient when used in fuel cells, very good experience of hydrogen as a chemical reactant and very good safety records. About disadvantages of hydrogen energy: poor overall efficiency, that is efficiency is very poor and very low density, poor specific volume energy density, need for high pressure and very low temperatures when stored in liquid state. Remember, when it is stored in liquid state, it need a high pressure and very low temperature, and specific safety problems and poor public acceptance. Okay, public will not accept as easily. Okay, specific safety problems and poor public acceptance. No existing infrastructure for transport, distribution and storage. It has again high cost. Till today it is having a high cost hydrogen energy. Okay, these are the disadvantages of hydrogen energy. In next class, we shall discuss with the wind energy. Okay.